Who really is Alena Maze? To some, she's just another YouTuber. To others, she's a mathematician, a scholar, a trailblazer. And to millions of viewers worldwide, she's the heartbeat of one of the most unique families on the internet. But behind the smiling thumbnails, the carefully framed shots, and the picture-perfect family moments, lies a story of grit, faith, reinvention, and quiet revolution. So let's pull back the curtain and dive into the life of Alena Maze, a woman who has shattered glass ceilings, balanced cultures, and turned her own family into a movement. Alena Maze was born June 10, 1985 in Maryland. From a young age, she had a gift most children didn't understand: a love for numbers. Where others saw confusion, Alena saw patterns. Where others struggled, she found puzzles worth solving. But her story wasn't one of privilege. Alena grew up in a world where African American women were rarely seen as mathematicians, scholars, or data scientists. Yet she refused to shrink into stereotypes. Every classroom she entered, every problem she solved, she was carving a path where none existed before. After years of study, Alena earned a master's degree in mathematics from Georgetown University. That alone was an achievement. But Alena was never one to stop at the finish line, because for her, the finish line was always just the starting point. In 2021, Alena made history. She became the first African American person in the world to earn a PhD in survey methodology from the University of Maryland, College Park. Think about that. In a field dominated for centuries by others, she walked in as the very first. Not just a statistician, but a symbol. Before the world knew her through YouTube, Alena was already making waves. She worked as a survey statistician, diving into complex data for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Her work, it wasn't just about numbers on a page, it was about people, health, and saving lives. But here's the twist. Alena didn't want her life defined only by charts and data tables. She had another passion brewing inside her: storytelling. And it would soon collide with her love for family in the most unexpected way. In 2015, Alena teamed up with her husband Joe Lee to start a YouTube channel. But this wasn't going to be your ordinary family vlog full of pranks and clickbait. Joe, a Korean-American director of photography and photojournalist, brought cinematic vision. Alena brought heart, storytelling, and the courage to be vulnerable. Together they built Mazelee, a channel that wasn't just about family life, it was about culture, love, race, and purpose. Today, over 2.5 million subscribers tune in, not just to be entertained, but to see themselves reflected in a new kind of family story. But let's rewind. Alena and Joe's story wasn't a simple boy meets girl tale. They actually met back in high school. They were young, connected, but then life pulled them apart. Years went by. Separate paths, separate lives. And then, like fate, they reconnected. This time, the timing was right. Their relationship became more than romance. It became a partnership. A black woman and a Korean man, building a marriage, a family, and a vision that challenged society's narrow definitions of love. And then came the children. Not one, not two, but 8. Yes, 8. Alena entered the marriage with 4 daughters from previous relationships. Together with Joe, they added 4 more: Amaya, Akalai, Izeo, Rezo, Ajadi, Ajui, Ajayo, and the newest little one. Each child with a story, a personality, and a place in this blended, multicultural household. Through Mazelee, the world doesn't just see picture-perfect family portraits. They see the chaos, the mess, the reality of life with 8 children. And that's exactly why people watch. It's real. It's raw. It's relatable. But make no mistake, their journey hasn't been easy. Parenting a large family comes with exhaustion, financial strain, and more than a few cultural misunderstandings. Alena and Joe have been open about their struggles, whether it's health scares, the pressure of raising kids in the spotlight, or simply trying to keep their marriage steady through the storm. But what grounds them? Faith. For Alena and Joe, family life isn't just about survival. It's about living in the will of God. Their vlogs aren't just entertainment, they're testimonies. Today, Alena Maze lives a life that looks glamorous on the outside, but in reality, it's built on discipline and hard work. Her net worth is estimated in the millions. But her wealth isn't in numbers, it's in legacy. She balances the impossible: scholar, YouTuber, filmmaker, wife, and mother of 8. And somehow, she manages to turn it all into art. She's the only African American to ever hold a PhD in survey methodology. She runs a household of 10 while still publishing academic research. Joe isn't just her husband, he's her creative equal with years of work as a photojournalist and cinematographer. And unlike other vloggers, Mazelee doesn't rely on chaos or pranks. Their content is shot like film, cinematic, emotional, unforgettable. So, who is Alena Maze? A mother, a mathematician, a wife, a vlogger, a scholar, a woman of faith, or maybe something more. Because behind every video, behind every carefully edited frame, there's a deeper story still unfolding. The story of a woman rewriting what it means to be a mother, a creator, and a pioneer. Alena Maze isn't done yet. Not even close. The only question is, what part of her extraordinary journey will she reveal next?